the most important question first. You can ask it yourself.
Yes. It's not a MOBA. Yes, there has been some questions when people saw the Quake Champions trailer. They're like, "Oh my God, is it a MOBA?" No, it's not a MOBA. It's not a MOBA. So that should make people feel better.
It was funny to see because when Quake was on the Bethesda press conference, everybody was cheering. People were like getting crazy, and then there was Champions, and it kind of died down a bit. Because people
like,
didn't
what?
know what to expect. What's it going to be?
Yeah, so that's why it was important for me to come out there and to explain, that what we are making, like I said, is a competitive arena-style classic Quake game with the addition of the Champions. We feel that the Champions are a natural evolution of not only Quake but the genre. That's why you see a lot of character-driven games, because it doesn't change the fundamental way that you play the game, but it enhances the experience and gives you more to do.
How would Quake Champions be compared to Overwatch or something like that? Can you compare it at all?
Well,
or were you inspired by the success of Overwatch?
Well, we started our game before that title. We want to. Our goal is to bring our Quake fans that want that gritty, mature, bloody, competitive, Twitch, high-speed game. All those Quake fans that love playing. Quake Live ran for 16 years. All those Quake fans, they want something new. They want something that is focused on competitive esports play, and we feel that the Champions will actually bring in new players and also give the best Quake players even more to focus on.
You just said Quake Live is one of the longest running games. It's quite popular in Germany as well. How do you plan to get like the esport Quake Live pro gamers to
move
switch
over
to Quake? It's quite a task.
Yes, our goal, and we've already talked to a lot of the pro Quake Live players about what we're working on. Actually, we talked to them last year at QuakeCon about what we were working on, and we want to make Champions as inviting and natural progression from Quake Live for our pro gamers. We want to make sure that what they expect in our game is fast. It's got responsive. It's got the tournaments. It's supported. It's got shellcast and spectating. All the things that we have in Quake Live, we want to bring into Champions, but make it a modern game for today with all the modern graphics and modern gameplay, and really modern gameplay with still Quake, that essence. There's still rocket jumping, strafing, air control, all the things that our pro players want, we'll have in Champions.
Doom was quite a success. How does Quake compare to Doom?
The success of Doom has been amazing, and it actually makes talking about Quake Champions way easier. People, because
you got
the
their
studio,
attention,
yes,
right now
was so
Doom.
successful with bringing Doom back, that people immediately are like, okay, they can do it with Quake, and we really do want to tap into that essence of Quake. I worked on the original Quake, and worked on all the Quakes, and the guys that are on the team have been with the company for a long time, and Quake is in our DNA.
Of course, I have to ask one question. Will it be a PC exclusive, or will there be a console port of any kind?
So Quake Champions will be for the PC. We are not planning on making a console version. We want no excuses, no limitations. Now, I love our console fans. I'm not shutting the door on consoles. But for this game, we want to focus on the platform that can give us the competitive esports angle that we're striving for.
You were talking at the press conference about like an open-ended frame, how's it called, FPS, frame per second.
Yes. Yes.
Why is that important at all?
Yes. So speed is so important, especially in a competitive high-speed game like ours. So that's why our target is 120 hertz, unlocked frame rates. So because pro gamers who play at the world's top levels every millisecond. Milliseconds of milliseconds count, and we want to make sure we deliver that experience.
Will there be like the classic one-on-one game mode?
Yeah, so we'll have
expected.
we'll have deathmatch and we'll have team deathmatch and in the modes that you expect. But we're also working on refining one of our team modes to make it more esports focused. Where it's still you're still fragging people. You still got to time the items. You can pick up all the weapons, rocket jumping. We still have the holy trinity, which is rocket launcher, railgun, lightning gun. So all our Quake fans, don't stress. We have all that covered. But we're bringing a better metagame. We're bringing a better engine, and we want to bring a better experience.
That's very interesting. Like you're acting kind of defensive because I guess you got a lot of questions about are you killing Quake?
Yes.
You did it again. What were your experiences after introducing Quake Champions?
Well, there are some fundamental things about the gameplay of Quake that people insist that we have, and I want to make sure that our fans know that we are listening to them, and that. We've already, for instance, we have a usability lab at id Software where we test our games with outside people. And we brought in Quake Live players that are really good. We sat them down, we had them play this game. And they were like, yes, this is good. And so they felt great. And so it's my job to reinsure our hardcore, especially in Germany, because we have, there's more Quake Live servers still running in Germany than any other country in the world. We have you guys covered. We will not disappoint you.
Okay, that sounds great. Will there be like a beta version for early adapters for gamers?
Yeah, well, we'll do. We'll start a closed beta and we'll grow that.
But you got no date?
Yeah, no really date, because we want to make sure that it's great, and we will stay in beta as long as we possibly need to ensure that it meets our expectations.
Quality first.
Quality first.
Well, I'm running out of questions. Is there anything I should have asked?
No, it's good. Again, we really appreciate our fans in Germany. They've supported us for a long time. They love Doom, and they've always loved Quake. So yeah, I just want to thank all our German fans.